So, folks, we're going to just touch on a few options in terms of solar heating and solar water heating, and specifically two aspects. One is photovoltaic water heating, and the other one is solar thermal water heating. Both considered solar water heating, but the one is actually a generation of electricity. So PV, or photovoltaic solar water heating, is the generation of electricity through the use of solar panels that supplies an amount of electrical power onto the geyser, either in a standard element or a specialized element, and that typically trickles an amount of electricity into the element, heating the element up and heating a standard volume of water up through the use of solar panels. Whereas solar thermal, or solar water heating as we know it, is generating heat through exposing a fluid or a substance or a gas to the sun. And by exposing that substance to the sun, you generate heat, and that heat then naturally circulates or is pumped through a forced system and transfers its heat into a storage tank. Rather than generating any electricity, you're generating heat through exposure, through direct exposure to the sun. And there are many types of solar water heaters. There's an indirect system, there's a direct system, there's a split system, there's a close coupled system. And all these types of systems it's very good to understand the differences when you're starting to buy, because it's important to understand what the maintenance aspects are of the various systems. It's also quite important to understand the sizing of solar, and when you're starting to consider why you should be looking at a 200 liter when you've always had a 150 liter. That's quite important. And if you've got a PV driven water heating system, you typically don't increase the volume of water, you only apply an amount of solar electricity onto it. Whereas when you're going solar thermal and you're changing the tank, you typically increase the volume of tank. So you get slightly bit more out of the solar thermal heating. So just another little tip: when you're starting to look at solar heating, when your geyser fails, when the opportunity presents, understanding what the differences are. Solar thermal, solar photovoltaic heating, understanding what they are. Thanks for your time.